I want to fix it now because it's just gonna get in the way in the future, even though it's annoying. I don't understand what has a rotation. Nothing has a rotation here, so the ship doesn't have a rotation. That has the rotation, but it's purely visual. So then, where are we setting this map? Maybe we say rotation plus 90 or something? Okay. I know what's wrong. Okay, so here, that doesn't have anything, and then the ship must have been added. That's why. Silly me. Okay. I kind of like this. It's kind of weird, but I like it. Alright, and then I guess we just need to figure out the reason why we're rotating that way. So I think we can just say like rotation plus 90. Oh. Yeah, sorry. It's just run the other way, right? Yeah, but then we need to flip it around. Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright. Yeah, I was applying velocity to the x value for some reason. And then now we just need to fix something else. And that is going to be the ship particles, which have a direction somewhere. Direction. So that's now going to be 1 and 0 on the x-axis. Save. Okay. Nope. What? Bruh. Oops. What? Doesn't make sense at all. Could make like a few more particles to make it a little more intense. That's so odd. The particles shouldn't be rotated, right? Transform. Huh. Okay, so that's like x1. And if we change that to say y2, save. That's so odd. No, that's okay. Oh, I know what's wrong now. So now that we made that change, we need to also change this collision shape to match the new layer. So we'll just switch those around to 30 and 35. I don't know why these particles are acting so strangely. Oh, I know exactly why. Okay, hold on. In fact, we can just revert this direction. It's not important because what we're going to do in the code, of course we're doing it in code. So when we handle particles, it's actually going to be that, and thrust direction on the y-axis, and just invert the other way around. Okay, so now we've normalized our player's rotation. I never should have done that. Are those particles actually colliding with the chain, I wonder? They should do, again. Okay, I'm spending way too much time on cosmetics when we're really just focusing on the core gameplay. We want to get the multiplayer stuff in there anyway. Okay, I'm kind of liking that the feel of the chain. It does feel like it's moving along nicely. It's sticking together as well. I don't know why that. Yeah, I don't know. And when you make a sharp turn, it does get a little bit weird. But we are actually all colliding with each other now, which is nice. And we might need to update the links to follow the rotation. Maybe rotate halfway between the parent and the other one. The weird thing is that the start link seems to be, I don't know. So when I'm turning right, is that just the angular dampening on it? Maybe we don't want that. I do want to get the chain right because like the chain is when physics goes weird, it's quite off-putting. Alright, so I might even give it some extra mass. Gravity scale, 0.1. Okay, so this has a dampening of 0.1, and so if we have a look at the start link, we have an angular dampening of 2, which is way too much. So 0.1 I think feels about right. There we go. Yeah, that's starting to feel a bit better. But it is doing a little bit of weirdness. You know, it started acting weird again. Oh, okay, so we can shoot, but the missile is now going in the right direction, and it just doesn't have enough velocity, which we can fix quite easily. So we're going to say the force, I think we need at least 20 times that velocity, so I'm going to bump it up to 200, and see how that feels. Okay, needs even more, maybe double that. So let's bump it up to 400. Oh, haha. Yeah, no. That's not what's supposed to happen. I forgot that that's not relative to rotation. Okay. Chains got weird again. I don't know what I did. I'll fix it later. Okay, so we know what the velocity should be. for the missiles. Maybe set a better initial velocity. I love it's like an opposite physics, opposite gravity. Okay, so let's just set that to 0. So we want something with about 400. So let's just attach a script here, and it's going to be missile.gd. Yep. And I think what we can do is just say const force, and that is going to be a no, in fact that can just be a float. Export var actually. Var float force equals 400. I think that's it's supposed to be the other way around. Export float var. Yep. And then on the physics process, we just need to apply a rotated force to ourselves, I believe. So physics process, taking the delta, and we can just say self dot. No, not quite. Oh, I'm gonna have to head off soon, so we will leave that there. I'll just pass, and I will commit that. Well, let's just see where we are now. So we've got our missiles getting created, but they're just getting created in midair without any rocket. There's no force behind them, so they just drift through space. And they're obviously there's no limit to how many we can shoot yet. But I think that's at least the beginning of the mechanic, so we can definitely commit that. Yeah, I see my alarm going off. Alright then. So, short stream today. We had to play around with the chain and just fiddled with the physics. It's still not quite where I want it to be, but we have time to fix that. We implemented a couple of signals, and we are now creating bullets when you push the shoot button. So that's what we've done so far. If you are interested in following the project or our other projects, there's an app we're building called CY, which is a social publishing tool. Don't forget to check out the blog, saidthecat.com. You follow on Twitter, you'll get tweeted each time we're live streaming. There's a YouTube channel where I will be posting stream highlights, tutorials, and breakdowns of any issues we have. And if you are a game or app developer yourself and you're working on side projects, we've set up a small Discord server for like-minded individuals. And if you get stuck and want some help, the goal is for that to be a place where you can ask for help. And if you have an interesting enough problem, we can even try and tackle it on stream. I'll let you know about that. Otherwise, I think you should have a fantastic weekend. And as always, take it very, very easy, and ciao.